All right. Today I'm going to be trying to attempt to fix the issue with the spring inside this blow-off valve. I purchased this blow-off valve off of eBay. It was like 50 bucks. It's a Tial replica. Looks almost identical to it. Anyways, so it came with two springs, soft spring and a stiff spring. The soft spring, I was having an issue with it because this valve here was staying open at idle. Okay, so I didn't like that. It wasn't an issue because when I accelerated it, this valve closed anyways, but I just didn't like the fact that it was open at idle. So I switched this spring out for the stiffer spring, but now I'm having the issue of the air pressure coming out of the turbocharger. It's a turbo surge. So I read online that what you can do is you can take the stiff spring and you can cut some coils off of it. So I'm going to try that one at a time, cutting coils, to see if I can get it to where it's closed at idle, but the spring pressure is soft enough to let out the air pressure rather than it coming out of the turbocharger. So let's hope it works. So there is a few ways that you can tell the difference between a real Tial blow-off valve and a fake eBay blow-off valve. Number one is the lettering. The lettering on the real Tial blow-off valve, the lines are a lot thinner. Okay, this one you can see that the lines are really thick. Also, number two is the serial number. The serial number on the eBay blow-off valves are all the same. You can order 50 different ones and all the serial numbers are going to be the same. On a real blow-off valve, the numbers are different, obviously. Another way to tell is the V-band. The real blow-off valve comes with this aluminum V-band. The fake one, this one, it comes with the stainless one. So I actually ordered this one from jegs.com. This is a V-band for a real blow-off valve. Another way to tell is this little seal down here. The eBay ones come with a red seal, and this one you can see it's black because I changed it. Let's see. I think that's it. I'd have to open it to show you the rest because the inside of this blow-off valve is actually different from the real Tial blow-off valve. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and so I can show you. Alright, so I got the blow-off valve open. As you can see here, this is how you can tell the difference from the inside. The eBay blow-off valve, this little section in here is kind of shallow. This is probably about a ½ inch deep. The real blow-off valve is a lot deeper. It probably goes down, I don't know, 3/4, maybe 7/8 of an inch, but it's a lot deeper than this. And also this little shaft looks different. So that's how you can tell. So I have the two springs here, soft spring, stiff spring. So with this spring inside the blow-off valve, after I removed the blow-off valve from the charge pipe, I couldn't even push the piston in. It was so stiff. So what I'm gonna do here is one at a time, I'm gonna cut these coils off until I get the correct spring pressure, because obviously you can't soften or harden the spring pressure with the eBay blow-off valve. I'm not sure about the real one. I never had one. I purchased this one because I thought that all blow-off valves they do the same shit, you know? They just blow out the air, but obviously not. So I'll probably look into buying a real one. So here we go. I actually just went ahead and cut 3 coils off. You know, I compressed the spring, and just by looking at it, I was like, holy crap, there's no way that just by cutting one it's gonna do anything. So I just cut 3 off. So there's a difference in heights. I'm gonna throw this thing back in there, put it back in the car, and then we'll see how it works. Alright, so I got the car up and running, got the blow-off valve back on. Cutting the springs did help it a little bit. I can still see that the piston is open, just a little tiny bit. I can't really feel any air coming out. Before, this piston was open all the way with the softer spring. So now that I cut the coils off, piston is, I'd say, 85% shut. It's still got a little crack in there, but it's a lot better than before. I like it, so I think I'll just end up leaving it like that. I'm gonna give it some gas to see how it works. There you go. All right, now let's see if the turbo still surges. One more surge, all the air came out of the blow-off valve like the way it should. Awesome, I like it. So yeah, I'll just leave it the way it is. I'll look into getting a real blow-off valve later, but for right now this works. I'm going to be swapping out the turbo. This is a Pulsar GTX 3582R. This turbo's great. I made 500 horsepower on it, no problem, on 16 PSI. So I'm just waiting for my Garrett turbo to come in. It's a Garrett GTX 3582R. So my next video will show the install. Stay tuned.